We're counting on you.
Hello viewers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X, and in this episode here we're going to be taking on Penance, the ultimate super boss of Final Fantasy X International and the PAL versions of the game. And this guy is no joke. In fact, I'm actually doing this audio commentary post-gameplay because I really needed to concentrate for this fight. And yep, this is what it's all about here. For those of you who were disappointed with the final boss in the American and Japanese versions of Final Fantasy X, you won't be disappointed with this guy if you want a challenge. And for starters in this battle, I start hitting on the the left arm here, because the left arm, well, both arms actually have 500,000 HP, and they both inflict a lot of status ailments with their attacks. So my strategy for this battle is to not let the arms get a turn and attack the body as much as I possibly can. And the body actually has about 12 million HP, so yeah, it takes a long time to take out this guy. And for my armor on my characters, I have Auto Potion, Defense plus 20%, Auto Haste, and Auto Protect on all the armors of my characters. And yeah, I want to kill that arm there before he gets a turn. As you can see, that little 1 on the turn menu there, yeah, that's when his turn comes up. Yeah, and this guy has an attack called Obliteration, which if you do not have defense plus 20%, it will kill you. And I know you might be asking yourself, why don't you just use break HP limit for this fight? Well, having more HP in this fight is not going to help. It's not going to help, because in order to actually heal for more than quadruple 9 hit points, you need to use one of Riku's, one of her overdrives, one of her mixes, called Final Elixir. It's the only ability in the game that actually heals for more than quadruple 9s. But if you can keep the damage below quadruple 9s and just use Auto Potion, you're not wasting turns trying to heal hit points. And if your HP does get low and you don't have a chance to heal it, and let's say you have to attack, your attacks are going to get weakened, especially with the characters that I'm using with this battle. I think, yeah, well, with the exception of Auron, yeah, all their attacks are going to be weakened. And I think right here I actually use an amulet to get overdrive times 2. Yeah, the eccentric ability. Yeah, that's... And there's another mix called Hot Spores with Riku that you can actually get overdrive 1.5, and that actually does stack. So eventually in this battle that'll be very useful, because as soon as Penance attacks once with either Obliteration or Immolation, that should fill all their overdrive. Yeah, see, one attack there, it's full. Yes, they all have full overdrives. Yeah, there's no room for error in this battle, especially since I am not using Ribbon. So yeah, most of the time I'm going to be trying to take out the arms. And yeah, I'm going to be screwing up a lot of overdrives in this fight, and it's probably going to take like 4 to 5 parts. Well, I know it's going to take 4 to 5 parts to for me to take out this guy, because yeah, it took me over an hour to beat this guy. I know I've seen people beat this guy in like a half hour or something like that, but I'm not that good. I'm really not, and I'm trying to be cautious this whole fight too, because I really do not want this guy to have his arms attack. And another thing too, if both arms are present and the actual body gets a turn, he can use an ability called Judgment Day, which, if he does, it's basically a game over. You won't survive it. So yeah, you want to make sure that every time Penance has a turn coming up, that he has at least one arm missing. Because if he uses Judgment Day, it is a game over. You never, ever, ever want to see that attack. And as you can see, I screwed up in attack reels there. Yeah, I'm not that good with the overdrives, so I figured I'd do the audio commentary post-gameplay. That way I could concentrate a little bit more. Because God knows if I was doing commentary, I probably would have done worse. In fact, I tried recording this battle a few times with live commentary, yeah, and I was screwing up a lot. Yeah, so basically about 4 to 5 hits against the arms, and then like an attack reels with Waka. Deal some damage to the body, and it should take out one of the arms. And yeah, eventually in this battle, I am going to be using Orange Tornado, because that actually hits all enemies on the screen twice. Well, you'll see it when it comes up. But yeah, a few turns here that I can get in, I try to do quick hits or attack reels or whatever against the body, because those arms regenerate really fast. I don't know, I heard it was supposed to be like 2 turns they regenerate, but it seemed like they were regenerating a lot more than that. I mean, a lot more. And let's see what I do here. Stamina Tonic and Shining Gem, I think. Maybe I do a Healing Spring. Okay, yeah. Yeah, 2 Healing Springs, Ultra Null All. That will give you that will nullify all the elements and give all stat boosts. I don't really care about the elemental protection or the defense stat boost, but it raises all the other stats like agility, strength, you know, stuff like that. So their attacks might do a little bit more damage with Ultra Null All here. Yeah, those arms just keep coming back. They just don't go away. So yeah, but priority is take care of the arms. Then if you have a few turns, attack the body. And I know I'm probably sucking really bad at this, but I haven't had that much practice fighting this guy, so I did the best I could. And sometimes when you do attack reels, Waka will not attack the arm enough, or he will not hit the arms enough with his attacks to actually take him out, which is sort of annoying. So yeah, it's kind of random. Oh, another thing about the body, yeah, if you notice there, this guy is in constant auto protect, so unless you have max strength with celestial weapons, you will not deal max damage against this guy. Yep. I really feel quite gypped that they left this out of the American version, or they didn't leave it out, it just didn't exist. But the fact that they were trying to rush the release so much, I mean, all they had to do was just wait a few months and then, you know, release this in the United States, you know, at the same time they released the PAL version. We could have, you know, had these bosses all along, but no, apparently, yeah, that's not what they were going for. Oh well. Yeah, here I finally show off Tornado here. I don't know if I screwed up the first time I tried or what, but it's pretty damn cool. Yeah, Riku is very, very important in this fight with her mixes. Mainly Eccentric and Hot Spores, Ultra Null All. As you can see, that's 1 attack there and 2 attacks. So I think that's actually different than the American version. I think in the American version, Tornado only hit the enemies once, not twice. And yeah, I'm slowly dealing damage to the body. And yeah, this guy has a lot of HP, so excuse me. Unless you're an expert, this battle will take you a long time, and believe me, I am not an expert. This is the, you know, like I said, this is like the 4th time I've tried to fight this guy, so, and I think like the first time I tried fighting him, I was doing pretty good, except I got unlucky, and the boss got a turn with the arm regenerating right before his turn, and then he used Judgment Day on me and killed me, and I'd already been fighting him for like 40 minutes. So yeah, that kind of pissed me off. So, you know, after a few times of fail, I just said, you know what, screw it. I'm not going to do the commentary until after I beat this guy. And, yeah, let's see. The left arm here, he has Terra Graviton attack. He also does a physical attack, I think, that can cause Stone Shatter, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, since I'm not using Ribbon, I really want to make sure that the arms are taken out and don't get any turns at all in this battle. Yeah, and eventually once you deplete enough of this guy's HP, I think like 3 million of it, he will go to a second form and he will start using Immolation, which is only single targeting. However, it causes armor and mental break on that party member. So in order to survive the next attack with that character, you need to use Dispel on them. Yeah, and we'll get to that part eventually. You'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, as soon as those arms regenerate, you just want to keep killing them. Oh, and another thing about the arms, they drop Dark Matters too. And Master Spheres is their rare drop. So yeah, you can imagine at the end of this battle, I'm probably going to have a ton of Dark Matter and probably a good fair amount of Master Spheres after beating this guy. Because yeah, I keep killing the arms over and over and over and over and over again. It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, and I think after I get done with Legend of Dragoon and Final Fantasy VII Hardcore Remix, I think I actually want to start an LP of the international version of Final Fantasy XII, because if you're aware of Final Fantasy XII International, it has new license boards, like a job system, has a bunch of new changes, espers are now controllable, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I probably am not thinking of right now. But yeah, it's another case where they took 5 years to make a game. They found out a lot of stuff about it after it was released, could have been improved, and then they re-release it in Japan and only release it in Japan. What kind of bullshit is that? So yeah, they didn't release it in Europe, they didn't release it in the United States or anywhere else other than Japan, which is bullshit, because the international version is actually pretty damn good, and there's actually more optional bosses in the international version of Final Fantasy XII. And yeah, I like Final Fantasy XII. I think it's a good game. I don't know why more people don't like it, because yeah, I really do think that's a pretty good game, and it's only made better in the international version. Yeah, because like in the American version of Final Fantasy XII, you couldn't even control the espers. So like, when I played it, I hardly ever used espers. I never used them at all. But yeah, I have not actually played the international version, but if I was going to LP a version of that game, I would LP that one. And originally the international Zodiac job system of Final Fantasy XII is actually only English voice acting and Japanese subtitles.